Hi, friends. So it's so humbling to realize what it's like to be a beginner at something. And so last year I ended up learning how to play volleyball, and I'm a beginner, and I'm an athlete. So I've been at nationals. I've got third place at nationals for mountain biking. I've been a big skier. I was a huge softball pitcher. So it's just very strange to all of a sudden be a beginner again. And so last year, all year, I sucked. And so it's really humbling. And so it was kind of neat to go through that humbling experience of, what it's like to be a beginner at something. And that's same with like changing jobs or, starting a new hobby. And you come across these obstacles and you're like, I don't even know, like I can't get through this, or clearly I'm not meant to be for this, or something. And I see that a lot with people that they come across something and they're like, oh, it's not meant to be, or this is just too hard, and I'm not fit for this, or whatever. But if I had said that, I never would have gotten to nationals for mountain biking. And with mountain biking and with biking, there's especially mountain biking, we have obstacles. Like that is the point of mountain biking, is that you go over a rock, you find a rock, and one of my friends was like, "Would you stop going around the rocks? The whole point of your bike is to go up and over the rocks. They are built and designed to do that. So now you need to start mountain biking." So it was such good advice, because it was like I was always looking for a workaround and trying to go around the rocks and avoid them. And he was like telling me the whole point of mountain biking is to go over the rocks. So, those learnings are just like so invaluable. And there was time when I was just about at the top, and I was with a guy. I was on a date, and I mean, it might have been like 50 feet. Like we could have just walked just for a couple minutes to get to the top of this mountain. But I was so burnt and frustrated, and I was crying. I was literally crying on the trail. That's not the only time either. But it was so heart wrenching to be like, I just can't go any further. And, this guy was so nice. He was willing to sit with me, let me cry, do my thing. And he's like, can we just like walk to the top? Because he wanted to get to the top too. And I'm like, I just can't. But sometimes you just hit that limit, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's the end. It could just be, that's where you're at that time. It was just really interesting to go through that, and to come back later, like it was 6 months, a year later, when I did train more and got more fit and was able to get to that point. And eventually, I'm like, this is a hill. It was so mild, like it was such a small hill that it was just shocking to look back and be like, I was devastated that day, and I'm like, literally keeled over my bike, going, oh my god, I'm not able to do this, and then to go back and be like, wow, this is, I hardly even consider this climbing. It's slight incline or something. So, that's when your perspective changes as you go through and you learn things and you study and you practice and you get better. Then things that were difficult or insurmountable at one point in time suddenly become doable. And so that's the beauty of study and practice, and that's why we do that. So I just want to encourage you that if you are starting something new and you're a beginner all over again, whether it's a hobby, it's sport, if it's yoga or meditation, which can be a struggle for a lot of people, or a career, whatever it happens to be, just appreciate yourself and what you're doing, that you are a beginner, and that it takes study, it takes practice to learn and to get better. So don't worry about it. You're going to get there. And I got my faith in you. So go do it and let me know how it goes, because it is a very rewarding experience to go through that process.